In 2019, there was a movie called Better Days. It's about school bullying. As a universal problem, school bullying actually happens everywhere. When I was in middle school, I also encountered some bullying. Maybe because at that moment, I was only 140 centimeters tall, skinny body, and a big head. Just like him. I have to say I was lucky, so no bullies succeeded to bully me. Of course, when I faced those bullies, there were some strategies I used which I think are helpful. Thus, in this video, I will pick one of those bullies happened to me and share what I did to solve it. Maybe you can get some inspirations from my experience. By the way, I'm Lightman. When I was a freshman in middle school, one day there was a guy, he was my classmate, he told me someone would beat me this afternoon. He also told me the name of the guy, just call him Johnny. But I didn't know who Johnny was, so I just treated it as a joke. Wow! When the last morning class ended, some students were running out of the classroom, some students were putting their stuff in their backpack. Our English teacher was still there in the front of the classroom, cleaning the desk and the blackboard. There was a group of people showing up out of the classroom. And the guy, my classmate, came to me and said, "Johnny's here. He wants you. Follow me." At that moment, I still didn't figure out what's going on, so I followed him to the door of the classroom. The result was, when I almost reached the door, a big hand suddenly gripped my collar, and I could feel he was trying to drag me out of the classroom. What a flower! So lucky I had a quick reaction. I realized the situation was not good, so I used my hand to push his hand away and jumped back to the classroom so fast. The teacher was still there in the classroom, but she didn't notice what happened because she was focusing on her own business and there were so many students going on and in. But because she's there, those guys didn't have courage to straightly go into the classroom and catch me. So Johnny, I thought I knew who he was. He was standing in the middle of those people with an angry face and asked me to get out. To be honest, all of those people were taller than me a lot, so I knew if I went with them, I would be beaten up until every inch of my skin turned into blue. But if I didn't go out, when everyone in the classroom went away, there would be only me in the classroom, then they could still catch me and do whatever they want. So, if you were me, what should you do? I was a brave kid. At that moment, I was so calm. To be honest, I was not afraid of those guys. Even though they were taller and stronger than me, and there were, 7 people in the group, what I had was only me. So I smelled like this and went straightly to my teacher. You think I was gonna tell my teacher everything and ask her to protect me? No. I said to my teacher, I have a question about what we learned today. It's a really complicated question, so I may need a long time to explain it. But I don't want to waste too much of your time. So can I go with you and tell you about the question on the way to the gate of the school? And she said, okay, of course. I know if she said fuck off, I would die. But she was a nice lady and she also said, here's a problem. I need to go back to my office first and then go to another class to give them some assignments. So can you wait for me here? Hell no, if the teacher went away, those guys would break into the classroom and start beating me. So I said, yeah, I can wait for you in your office. And then I followed the teacher going out of the classroom. Those guys saw me going with the teacher. They all moved away, staring at me, but could do nothing. What was coincidence? The office was empty. After my teacher went to another class, I was the only person in the office. I could hear those guys running back and forth and shouted, "Where's him?" Suddenly, a guy shouted, "He is here." Yeah, the door of the office was open. So a guy saw me, then everybody came together in front of the office. Even though it's empty, no teacher there, they still weren't brave enough to go into the office. I knew they were worrying about in case some teacher suddenly showed up. So Johnny could only stand out of the office and said, "Come out, we don't beat you." He thought I was an idiot. I said, "No, but you can come in." He had no choice, so he asked his fellows to notice the teacher, and he came into the office alone, face to face, standing in front of me. I knew it's a good situation because we could talk. You know, I'm good at talking. So I asked, why do you want to beat me? I don't even know who you are. And he said, because a guy in your classroom told me you were flirting with my girlfriend. I got a shock, you know. I asked, who is your girlfriend? And then he gave me a name. Okay, so here I need to explain something first. You know, in my middle school, where you can sit in the classroom is arranged by the teacher. And normally the teacher will arrange a girl sharing the same desk with a boy. So his girlfriend was my desk mate. And actually, I didn't flirt with her. By the way, I also observed Johnny carefully. You know, he was tall and looked handsome. And I looked like, so I was confused why he was so... he didn't need to worry about anyone flirting with his girlfriend. But I still needed to figure out everything, so I kept asking, do you have any evidence? He said one of my classmates saw me whispering with his girlfriend when we were taking classes. To be honest, I laughed. Then I said, yo man, you know, whispering is the only way to talk with other students in class, especially when the teacher is still there standing in front of everyone. I cannot shout out like, yay, you know, the teacher teaches so bad, then I will screw up, right? Most importantly, she's just my desk mate. I think you are also whispering with your desk mate in class, right? And I can tell you, if my desk mate were a boy, I would still whisper with him in class. Whispering in class is a culture, man. That's it. Relax. Your girlfriend will still be your girlfriend. Nothing can be changed. And to be honest, I think you shouldn't come for me. You should ask her out, just like date. He thought about what I said for a while, then said, makes sense. Thanks, bro. And then he turned around and went away with his buddies. By the way, I'm Lightman. What's that? Shit, what's that? By the way, I'm Lightman.